Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to HaloodieFoodie's Stuffed Gourmet Burgers live. Hope you enjoy this recipe. It's one of my most requested recipes that I have. The actual full recipes have been on my blog for about 1.5 years now, and lots of people have tried it and it's been really successful. Okay, hopefully this video is not going to last very long, but please feel free to ask questions whenever you see fit. My daughter here will be reading your questions out at the appropriate time. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is beef. Okay, burgers are made out of beef, not lamb, not sheep, not chicken. They're made out of beef. Okay, original burgers are made out of beef, and when you want to get beef, the beef mince you use is very, you have to source it carefully. First thing is you have to get a fatty piece of meat, approximately 80% to 20% fat, 80% meat to 20% fat. That will make your burgers really juicy. If you don't have the right amount of fat, then your burgers will tend to dry out and they won't taste as nice. You know, before we used to eat the £3 burgers and chips meal, and you know, they were made of really processed meat, and you know, the quality of that was absolutely terrible. And since I've been making these burgers for 3, 4, 5 years, even my children, whenever they go to barbecues, whenever they go to a takeaway, they cannot eat the burgers unless they're actually gourmet burgers, and they're so easy to make. One of these gourmet burgers will actually cost what, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds in a takeaway, in a gourmet burger place. So it's, you know, it makes sense to actually, you know, try to make these at home. I was going to initially do this out on a barbecue, but I thought that it's probably better to do it indoors, because maybe some of you might not have access to a barbecue, but you can equally do these in a barbecue. You just have to make sure that the temperature is correct. Maybe one day we'll do a barbecuing burgers video as well. Okay, so the meat I choose. I went to the local butchers, I got a steak, okay, a leg steak, and leg steaks from beef are very, very lean, okay, and most of our butchers will only have leg steaks because the other cuts don't really sell, so they only get the leg part, they get the hind part. So what I did was that I asked him to take, you know, get me 1 kg would make approximately 6 burgers, and then I asked him to give me 25% fat or 20% fat, so he gave me 200 grams of fat that he cut off, and then they mince it together. I always see my burgers, I always see my meat being minced in front of me. I do not get the pre-mince, because you don't know what's gone in, you don't know the quality of it, you don't know whether it's you know, what type of meat it is, or the fat percentage. So if we can't get, ideally best burgers are made from chuck. Now chuck steaks approximately 80% meat and 20% fat. However, okay, if you can't, then do what I did, got leg mince and then added your own fat onto it. Okay, we're gonna have a look at some of the compliments as well. I've been actually making some compliments in the morning. I've made a caramelized onions, okay, balsamic caramelized onions. It tastes very nice. If you want that recipe, it's on my Snapchat, okay, and Snapchat is the ID is HaloodieFoodie, and I put lots of things nearly every day, and lots of recipes, etc. go on to that. And obviously you've got the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter as well. Okay, so without much further ado, we'll start making burgers. Now these are all pre-made, other than this one. Okay.
I have one question. Do you get your mince done twice or just once? How many times do you get?
Okay, this was minced once, but you can all equally get it minced twice as well. Sorry, let me introduce. I've got a special guest taster today. Okay, he's an old school friend. I haven't seen him for many years. You know, you're looking at 20 years where I've had a proper conversation with him. I will be inviting guest tasters around whenever I do these videos, and if you want to actually become a guest taster yourself, then you can actually contact me via my social media. Okay, so I got this minced once, but you can get minced twice as well. For normal kebabs, shish kebabs, Adana kebabs, I get it normally minced twice. Okay, I get it minced twice. Okay, so here's approximately 6 ounces of beef mince. Now, if you have a look, it's got a mottled appearance. It's quite fatty. Okay, but once you actually cook it, you will not notice any of the fat, because we're going to cook it in very little oil, or even dry fry it if you're doing a barbecue, dry fry, and the fat melts and keeps it juicy. Okay, so the first thing is I'm going to stuff it. So I've got some brie here. Okay, some cheese, soft cheese, really soft cheese, and a really simple way of stuffing it is pushing it down into the beef mince. Okay, and then coming over the top. Okay, coming over the top and just sealing it. Okay, now you want to make yours about 2 centimeters thick maximum. Okay, you want to make it 2 centimeters thick maximum, and then at the end you want to make a little divot inside the actual inside the burger. The reason for this is that you don't want the burger patties actually shriveling upwards, like you see sometimes in those cheaper burgers. And also it'll actually tell you when this rises up, it'll tell you when the burgers are actually cooked. Okay, so that's another way of actually finding out how burgers are actually cooked. Okay, normally I do this. What seasonings do I actually put into the patties? I use, now traditionally you shouldn't be actually using any sort of seasonings other than salt and pepper. Okay, salt even. But you know, for Asian palate and the quality of the beef that we have, the halal beef, it's not the best. If you can get aged beef, it's got that umami-ness inside it, that taste, that gives you that beefy taste. But unfortunately, we don't really have access to that a lot. So what I do, I enhance it. I enhance my burger mince, and the reason why I enhance it is that it tastes better. I don't want to. If you read the actual recipe on the blog, you will see that it's very, very little. Okay, spice, because the spice is just there to elevate the burger. You don't want it to actually become. Okay, you don't want it to become overpower. It's not a kebab, okay, where you could taste lots of spice. You want to actually taste the beef. Okay, so let's go on to the actual cooking. Okay, here we got a little. We've got a pan. Oops, got some burger on the pan. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat on. Now you want to put this on about a medium heat. Okay. Not too hot, not too cold. Let the pan warm up, okay? And then we'll add a little bit of oil, okay? We've got sunflower oil, any oil that is unflavored. You don't want to be using olive oil for this burger recipe, okay? Because just don't want to. Let me open the door. Can't use my extractor fan. Okay, so we'll just let this heat up a little bit. Any questions? Okay, let this warm up a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in. Just a small amount of oil. Non-stick pan. And I'll just let that. Now you know when your oil is ready when it starts to smoke slightly. Okay, that's when the oil is ready. Now you might notice that I do not put any salt in. If you've read up on my burger recipe, you'll notice that I don't put any salt in my burgers. Okay, because salt will dry out the actual burger. So what you actually want is you want to salt just prior to actually cooking your burger. Okay, okay. It will make sure that it's juicy, and you want to salt quite a bit, okay? Because these are 6 ounce, okay? These are 6 ounces, so you want to salt quite a bit, okay? I'm going to do 2 burgers at the start, okay? Okay, oil is nearly ready, a little longer, and then we'll start. Okay, the salt is to make sure that the burgers don't actually dry out. If you salt it before, you draw out the moisture. Okay, so salt just before. Please feel free to ask any questions. Okay, so let's see if this is ready. Okay, you can hear the sizzle. Okay, I'm going to do 2 at once. And then salt the other side as well. Okay, what you don't want to do is you don't want to squeeze your burger. You don't, because there's no binding agents in here at all. You don't want to keep on twisting them as well, okay, or turning them even, not twisting. You don't want to turn them, okay. You can smell the actual, the surface of the burger actually being cooked, okay. It's the caramelization from when the proteins caramelize. It's something called the Maillard reaction, okay. Okay, got 2 burger buns here as well, which I'm going to quickly toast in the oven. Okay, I'm going to move this away. Okay, these are brioche burger buns. Okay, they're quite enriched dough, goes perfectly with these burgers. Okay, so just leave them. Okay, they're quite thick. Okay, you can check them, but when you do check them, you want to see that it's got a nice good sear. At the moment, there's still a little bit, a few more minutes. Okay, so we'll look again. Nice caramelization. I want it really, use a good pan for this, okay? Don't use a cheap pan, okay? But here I've got circle-on pans, which are very, very good actually. You could make lamb burgers in a similar way. However, burgers are made from beef. Okay? Burgers are made from beef. Okay, I'm going to start turning one of these over. Okay, so you can see the caramelization on top. Okay, turn this down slightly. Okay, you get the cheese coming out slightly there. Okay, I'll be cooking my burger medium. Okay, so if you would like to cook your burger slightly more than that,
You just cook it for a little longer on both sides. Okay, this caramelization, this is where all the flavor is. Okay, so I let this run for a little longer. Now a lot of people don't cook medium. Okay, they feel that, you know, they're gonna pass away or die. I remember when I first had my first home cooked medium burger, I couldn't sleep that night. But if you are confident in the quality of your meat, this time yesterday this was a steak. Okay, last night I picked it up, okay, and minced it and I left it in the fridge at a very cold temperature. Okay, that's why I would suggest you get your burger minced. Minced from a steak, or see it minced in front of you. Okay. Okay.
What can you use a different type of cheese?
Yeah, of course you can use blue cheese. Okay, I use brie today, but sometimes I use blue cheese. Blue cheese and beef goes very well. Okay. I actually like using blue cheese. Okay. What we're gonna do, and you can use any cheese, any soft cheese will be nice. Some people use cheddar cheese in there as well. So I'm gonna put some on top. I got slices of Gouda cheese, which is really melty. Can you get the cover for that, please? There's one in there. You can cook directly from cold. Yes. Okay. I would say cook directly from cold. I'm going to cover this, okay, to steam it slightly. Let's just make sure that the bottom bit is cooked properly. Yep, that's nicely going on. So I'm just going to cover this, let the cheese melt, and in that time I'm going to get my burgers ready. My burger buns ready. Okay. Be careful with your burger buns. They need to be, you know, cooked just perfectly, not over the top. Okay. Take it off the heat slightly. It's quite steamy in here. Open the door. Don't want to use my fan, it disrupts the sound. Okay. Have a look, a little longer. Take it off the heat completely. Let that steam a little bit. Okay, right. Burger buns. Nearly done. Okay, let that a little longer. Okay, and in that time, just warming up the burger buns, brioche. Okay, brioche. Before you couldn't find it when I wrote my initial post 1.5 years ago. You couldn't actually find brioche. Okay, now it's available in most supermarkets, Aldi, Morrison's, Iceland. Okay, you know, it's taken off. Right, anyway, burger buns. Let's have a look. Yeah, toasted perfectly. Ooh, turn it off. Okay, so we're going to plate up now. So, first thing, burger bun at the bottom. I'm going to put some cream cheese in this burger. Okay, and be quite liberal with the cream cheese. Okay, and on top of cream cheese I'm going to put some chili sauce because I think we can counterbalance that, the actual sweetness of it. Okay, then my sweet little gem lettuce. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to put the burger bun on top. Okay, then put this closer so people can actually see it. Okay, then because my friend, I haven't seen it for so many years, I'm going to put some, as well as some smoky mayo, caramelized onions, okay, balsamic caramelized onions. The actual recipe for this is on my blog, okay. Because I haven't seen my friend for so many years, I'm going to make him a double burger. Yeah? And we repeat this at purpose. Okay. Hopefully that will not lean too much. Right. Give me a knife, please. Okay, and then repeat it. The actual cream cheese. A little cream cheese, some more caramelized onions and smoky mayo. More smoky mayo. Caramelized onions. You like lettuce, don't you?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
Do you expect me to take that in one bite?
No, we'll cut it in half, obviously. Okay, we've got some more lettuce there. Okay, then now we've got something that I've started to make at home now. Okay, I've started to home smoke my own beef bacon. Okay, or bacon or macon. I get in a lot of trouble when I say bacon. I don't know why, but this is the stuff. Ibi, how are you feeling?
Oh, this is a bit daunting.
Is it?
Just looking at it.
Right.
That's a meal for two years there, isn't it?
Absolutely. Okay, so some more chili sauce if you want. Chili sauce? Chili sauce?
That's fine, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, go for it.
It's up to you, or we can have some more mayo. Okay. A little bit of cream cheese on top. Oops, can I have that knife please? Okay, and I'll probably need a big knife here. Oops. There it is. Perfect gourmet burger. Okay, any questions?
Oh.
Any other questions? Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Okay, so I'm gonna cut into this. Okay, I'm gonna cut into this. Might have to remove. Miss Ludovic, can I have the big knife, please? Yeah, that knife, this knife. Okay, what we'll do, we'll cut it in half. Can I have another plate, please? Is that a plate there? Okay, thank you. Just bacon out. Put that back there. Okay. Look at that. Perfectly medium, pink inside, gooey cheese. So, Mr. Guest Taster, goes to you now. Can I have a tissue, please? From there. Oh, my daughter's so good. Okay, look at that. You got the bacon. You got the gooey cheese. Okay, have a taste.
We have a question. Why is brioche buns best to use?
Brioche buns maintain their shape. Okay, they got nice buttery texture. Okay, and they keep together even after you actually, you know, because there's a lot of filling etc. here. Okay, it keeps together.
This is delicious.
Best burger you've had?
One of the, definitely.
Okay. You want to buy it, Okay, I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna fry some sweet potato fries to go with this burger. Okay, but I'm gonna have a bite now, and I can't resist. What do you think?
I think the adding the salt at the top, it makes it taste a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
How is it?
Because the whole mixture doesn't taste so salty and.
Can you suggest some alternative to the beef bacon? Okay. Turkey bacon, but it doesn't do as well. It doesn't do it justice. Okay, the crisp. Have you had a slice of the Macon bacon, whatever you want to call it? You taste the saltiness and the smokiness. Okay.
And because you've got the caramelized onions next to it, it brings out the smoky and sweet together. It's quite nice.
So this is delicate. You see, you need the actual the bacon to give you that texture as well. So you got that crunch. The weird thing about this beef rashers, I've got one of my friends, a very close friend of mine, was a revert brother, and his parents are still non-Muslim, but they came over a couple of weekends ago, and he wanted to give them breakfast. When I told him that I made some beef bacon, beef rashers, he said that can I have some, so I gave some to him, and when his father had it, he was intrigued by the actual the whole thing about bacon, beef bacon. He was, and he really enjoyed it. He actually said that it, you know, if you didn't tell him, he probably won't be able to tell the difference between. What's after that effect? It tastes like the real thing. Okay, and some revert brothers as well.
Another question. I think what else would go in the burger?
Okay, you can put anything in a burger. Burgers are. Sorry, let me finish eating.
Now, what would go in the burger as an alternative for bacon?
As an alternative for bacon.
As
What else would go with a thing? No, you can. A burger is a blank canvas. Yeah, you can put whatever you want. Nacho burgers, or put like guacamole and sour cream. Okay, you can also have a thing burger. You can also have a I don't know, a chili burger. You can think about what you want to put in. Sometimes I make beef ribs. Put beef ribs inside. You can stuff the burgers with whatever as well. Don't have to necessarily be a particular. It's whatever you like. This is my combination. I like it because I like that sweety, savoury textures.
Okay, this.
I've noticed you've not put like no cucumbers or tomatoes inside. Is there a reason for that? Or?
I don't like cucumbers. Tomatoes are just. People like tomatoes. Sometimes they actually.
Is it because of the water or something like that? Is it because they're quite watery as well? So
it's quite soppy when you eat one. Yeah. That's what I find. But if you like it, put a beef tomato or in there. No problem with that.
There's another question. Which is the best restaurant in London for gourmet burgers in your opinion?
Best is homemade. Okay. Best is homemade, but there are some very good burger joints out there. Try to look for a burger joint that does that uses aged beef. Okay. In the actual burger mix. Okay.
I'll be coming back here for my gourmet burgers.
Well, you'll have to pay for next one. Okay. There's other places out there. I don't want to, you know, say that this person's burger is good, that person's burger is good. You know, there's lots of forums online on Facebook. There's a group called the Best Halal Burger, and it doesn't just talk about burgers. It talks about all sorts of halal dining. Okay, but one of the best restaurants I've actually been to, is in Bradford, called Kona. Okay, aged beef imported directly from Japan via the UAE. Perfect. You know, you'll pay premium money for a steak, but you know it's the best steak you'll ever eat. Open the door, please. Any other questions? Okay, we're gonna call it quits there. It's about half an hour again. Wow. Okay. Just doing some. I'll let these sweet potato fries finish. But this video will be available on YouTube forever now. Well, as long as there's YouTube, I hope. Right. Please follow the recipe. See what you think. Okay. See, you know, give back your feedback. Come back to me via my social media. And if you need any help, etc., follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, HaloodieFoodie. Just do a search for HaloodieFoodie with no spaces. HaloodieFoodie, the same as this, the name of this channel. Okay, and you know, look out for all the updates, inshallah. Okay. There's another question.
What do you think you should do next? Like, what's your next show?
What's my next show? Yes. Oh, obviously, if you want any requests, you know, please do, you know, get in contact with us through the usual channels. I was thinking maybe a vegetarian dish, chili paneer, buttermilk fried wings. Okay, you know, the buffalo wings and the buffalo fried wings, really moist and succulent inside, really crispy on the outside. Also, no, chili paneer, another type of recipe. We could do, I don't know. Some people wanted to talk about my smoker. The thing with smoking is like if I do smoked ribs, it'll take 6 or 8 hours, and I'm sure you don't want to, you know, I don't want to bore you with 6 or 8 hours of an actual thing. Beer can chicken, ginger beer can chicken. That's a quite unique one. How to use, you know, how to barbecue properly. And a lot of people burn their meat, burn their chicken, yeah, and then they completely dry out their meat, dry out their chicken, and it's absolutely terrible. Okay, I remember when we were young, we were having barbecues. Okay, give me a plate for this, please. Another one. No, big plate. With a tissue inside. Okay, beer can chicken. What happens is that you whole bird with skin on, you marinate it. I inject it with some sort of spice mix as well, and then I leave it on top. I put it onto a can, an empty can, with a little bit of liquid inside, and then you put that on a barbecue and cook it indirectly. So after an hour, you'll get off the bone chicken, moist inside.
Wow, that just sounds amazing.
Right? There's some pictures on my blog. Okay, and the actual recipes there as well. Okay. Thank you. Right.
When are you making that one?
I don't know when we make that one, but now it's getting very close to Ramadan. I don't think people want to be seeing recipes requests in Ramadan, but.
Would you make anything that's like easy to make in Ramadan? Anything kind of recipes that would be quite quick and easy, or all your recipes are quite lengthy and?
These are not them. How long did this take? How's sweet potato fried? Very nice, huh? Sweet potato fried?
Very nice.